What's going on, Axie fam? Elijah here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be discussing whether or not I think Axie Infinity will survive this bear market. We are currently in a bloodbath across all spectrums, with the exception of maybe Bitcoin that's looking kind of nice here at 31,000. Ethereum's looking okay as well. Look, there's really one tweet that makes sense to show in this video that kind of covers everything in terms of my opinion on where we're headed. Well, it's really a couple of tweets. So first, it's this video from Sun Lee from Huru. By the way, this was created by a few other community members in Federo Kami-sama. And basically we can see here that it is a pitch or a proposal to include a draft arena in Axie Origins. This video was not made by Sky Mavis, even though it looks like something they may have done in the past. And look at how insane and how fun this potentially could be. I know that when I saw it, I was immediately sold. The community response has been outstanding. You would go collect wins, compete, probably burn SLP. It looks like to enter into this mode, you select your parts, you're given 3 random options, just like you might have seen in Hearthstone if you played that game, and you go and compete to achieve glory. Beautiful presentation. Look at this, 594 likes. That might as well be 5,900 likes in the current market that we're in, 257 retweets. I think this shows a few things. One, our community is exceptional, which, you know, I think a lot of us already knew, but that's gonna be kind of the key point in this video. Two, people are kind of burnt out, I think, on the way that Origins has been these past several seasons. They're looking for something new, something fresh, and this certainly meets all of that criteria. I was extremely delighted to wake up, see this tweet, see the response from the community and from Axie Infinity themselves. They seem to be pretty hyped on the idea, and that leads me to the next part of this video around if Axie is gonna make it. You see the Axie Infinity Twitter account flexing a little here by saying your community is requesting new PFP backgrounds. Our community, and they're referring to this video that was just made, highlighting how powerful our community is. And to me, this is the biggest point as to why Axie will not only survive this bear market, but why it will be the leader in gaming once again as we enter a bull market. There is no community even close to it, but this goes deeper than that. The reason the community is so strong is because of the core team that is Sky Mavis. So I'm just gonna talk to you guys straight here for a minute for the rest of this video and not jump around to a bunch of different screens. But I do have this pulled up, which is a list of the current games that we have in the Mavis Hub. Now this isn't really including what is eventually gonna show up here, which is other games as well. This is the Mavis Hub, the software client where you go to actually load your games up. Look at how there are all of these different genres that can potentially start to get filled in. My point with all of this is quite simple. Sky Mavis has been building for, what, 5 or 6 years now, and are so far ahead of the game and the competition that is out there. And despite hiccups and bumps along the way, has still been able to retain an insanely passionate core community. Well, I don't know what our exact daily active users have been as of late, but I can promise you that it is still at least 10, 20x, maybe even higher than that of any other NFT game in the space. It is not easy to create an intellectual property that people fall in love with and adore and can be appreciated by both males, females, young, old. You don't even need to be a strategy fan or a competitive gamer to really enjoy the art and the collectability and the uniqueness of Axie Infinity. All of the ingredients you would want for a worldwide product are built into our ecosystem and built into the intellectual property. This is literally what every other NFT project is trying to do. But who's actually out here, you know, pushing for something like this? Who's out here getting this type of response from the community? Who has a whole entire handful of games already accessible and playable, and each one is fun and unique in its own way? And then also, you know, maybe most importantly, who has the experience and the backbone? Who's done the trial and error and came out of the other side of it and made it out the other side and is still thriving? No one. So we've led the way. We're continuing to do so. I'm sure you're also quite well aware of how hard they're shipping right now in the current bear market. And in contrast, so many projects have just given radio silence. They have just backed out. They never delivered. It's all fallen by the wayside. And I haven't felt like that once with Axie Infinity. Has it been perfect? No. Have there been mistakes? Yes. But we are in a new and emerging industry. No one has chartered these waters before. And at the end of the day, I am continually impressed by this team and grateful to be a part of it. It is mind-blowing that back in CryptoKitties days, like, I don't know, what is that, 2018, 2017, something like that, that Trung and the rest of the Sky Mavis team decided to embark on this mission. And as far as I'm concerned, have pulled it off with the way that the company has succeeded and with the user base that's growing and with the IP being built and the games around it. So at the surface level, the markets are a complete disaster. NFT markets, Axie markets, but fundamentally, all the right things are in place. And the fact that I've been here with Meditate and Theban competing, getting to see him just become a mega star with his arena wins and AxieCon wins, it's just been one hell of a journey. So I'm excited to see what the future holds. Hopefully we get to see a game mode like this pretty soon for Origins, or we get some V2 action, things along those lines. I do think that it seems like that will be on the way sooner or later. And you know, guys, just buckle in. If this is your first time going through something like this, just know that it could be a slower and more painful process than you think, but also that history generally repeats itself. And these sort of cycles have been happening since Bitcoin has been around. But I'm sure you all know by now as well that it's a high risk, high reward environment, and placing the right bets is extremely important. So on that note, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. Yeah, so shout out to the whole SM team for continuing to crush it and ship and build despite the, you know, environmental circumstances. Shout out to all our community members who are pushing for greatness and competing and having fun and bringing new ideas to the table. And obviously, you know, shout out my team at Meditate Esports. On that note, gonna wrap this one up. Look forward to seeing what is in the future for competitive play within Axie. I love you guys. One day at a time. What goes up must come down. What goes down generally goes back up at some point in crypto. So place your bets, be smart, have a plan in order. Don't get caught with a ton of profit that you never realized because, you know, on the next run up, you didn't take any off the table. So try to make sure that, yeah, you're prepared, right? This is the time to prepare, the time to be patient, and that's it. So hope you enjoyed this video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.